So welcome back. Welcome back to JJW Outdoors. Justin here. Do you ever carry a lighter out in the woods with you? Because you should. Lighters should be in every single bushcraft kit in your pocket. I always carry a lighter with me no matter where I go. It's always in my little pocket. So I've been seeing a lot lately that people have been turning their lighters into more of a bushcraft lighter. Now, I was always a big fan of bright colors. You know, you can throw it on the ground, you can still see it if you lose it, accidentally drop it, whatnot, it's there for you. But people have been making these so much better. So today, we're gonna test it out. Are you excited? I am. Don't forget to go hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because JJW Outdoors has an awesome video for you this week. So as you see here, I just have a normal big lighter. It works, see? Works great, no problems with it. It's a good lighter, but people have made these things so much better to where you can get a fire started no matter what with these things. So before we get started, we need to talk about how a lighter works. So I have two different lighters here. Well, I have two of the same lighters, but one of them is a little different. So if you look here on the front, there is a guard missing here and not a guard there. So we actually took that child safety off. So we want to get rid of that one. All you're gonna do, take some pliers, grab a hold of it, and it should just pop right out of there for you. That's the first step. Second step, how a lighter works. So as you see, this creates a spark. This is actually flint right here. Creates a spark. So you see in my other videos, I carry this around with me. This is flint as well. Same thing. You take this and strikes to make sparks. All this is the same as what this is. It's the same thing. The only difference is this right here you push down and your gas comes out. So this creates a spark which lights your gas on fire, which creates a flame, as you see there. That's how a lighter works. Now let's get to it. So for years I have carried a lighter with me. And you can see there's something different from that lighter to this lighter. Now this lighter I have on here, I actually have some string. As you can see right here, I have just some normal string. That's it, nothing special, nothing fancy, just some normal string. See my safety's gone in there? And I just put a little piece of duct tape on it, piece of duct tape on the bottom to hold the string into place. This is what I carried for years. Works great. Today, we are gonna take this lighter and we are gonna make it better. All you're gonna need for this project is some duct tape. Now I have this thin roll of duct tape right here, which you can see it's going to cover about half of the lighter. And that's what I'm going to be using for this. You can use the thick stuff, the bigger stuff, whatever you want. I'm going to use this for today. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this duct tape and I'm going to roll it on this lighter. So right at the bottom, I'm just gonna roll it right up, nice and tight. I'm gonna go a few passes around, just a few, nothing fancy. Just roll it up. And I wanna get a good mount on here because we're gonna add something else to this. Now the more duct tape you add, the bulkier it's actually going to be. Of course, that makes sense, because you're adding more to the surface area. So the bulkier your lighter is going to be, the more awkward it might feel in your pocket. Alright, so that's about good right there. As you can see, I just put a few passes on there. So all you're going to do is you're going to create a loop like this. I'm going to put my loop towards my duct tape. And I'm going to wrap on top of itself, going back down towards the loop that you created. As you see there, I got my loop. I'm going to pass the tail end of my rope through that loop, and I'm going to pull it tight like that. Now that it's pulled tight, you want to grab your tail end and you want to pull that so it makes a big old bind on itself, and then you just cut off the excess. I'm gonna leave it a little long just because you can use that, of course. And just like that, you just created a lighter with some tinder options on it. All right, so now that your lighter has some options on it, the duct tape, as you saw in my previous videos, go check that out if you haven't seen that, my overnighter. And I did a duct tape video that you can see how I start fire using duct tape. So duct tape is awesome to start fires with because it's waterproof. So when you're out in the woods and it's pouring on you and you need to get some tinder, and you have some tinder sources that you have collected, but it's not enough, you can't dry it out fast enough, all you need to do is you rip off some of this duct tape, make it into a big old ball, little bird's nest ball deal, and you light it up with your lighter, and it will go up just using the duct tape. Now the Bankline is extra, so of course now you have some cordage. This cordage is about from my arm to my elbow right here. Not long cordage, but it's enough cordage. You can lash something together. If you cut yourself, you can wrap it up with it, make it tight so it stops the bleeding. That type of a thing with this cordage. Plus the cordage itself is waxed. So I use Bankline for a lot of my stuff. Now the camera's not going to focus on it, of course, but Bankline is a waxed material. It is waxed, so that means it's waterproof as well. So when you light it up, but I would actually pull it apart, but you can see it's a wax material, so it's gonna burn a lot like a candle does. So now you know why I use duct tape and Bankline. Now what's nice about this number 36 Bankline is it has multiple strands on it, so you can actually pull those apart and you can make a bird's nest which will go up immediately for you as well. Plus it's that wax, it's tarred like I explained, so it makes it waterproof. So now you don't only have duct tape, which is waterproof, you can start a fire with. Now you have Bankline, which is multiple purpose gear. You can also use the duct tape for patching up things, helping for like a band-aid, just all sorts of different things. And then of course your lighter. Now the reason for taking off this child-proof bar right here is so you can dry your lighter out when you have to. So I'm actually going to get my spare lighter right now. I have my other lighter with my materials on it. Now keep in mind, this lighter with the string that I carried for years is not waterproof, but I had it in my pocket 90% of the time to where it didn't have to be waterproof, if that makes sense, because it was just always available. This is going to be so much better because this has way more multi-purpose to it, because I can't take the string and do what I can with this string. It doesn't work the same. This will break, this won't. Keep that in mind. Both these lighters work, both the options are great. So just keep it in mind, do either or try both of them out. Now if you want me to do a video comparison on these two lighters, please let me know in the comments below. I would gladly do that. So I have my cup, and it has some water in it, which I'll be showing you in just a second. But before I make it dirty, we're gonna go drink. I'm gonna take my spare lighter. The reason why I'm not using the one I just put together is because I want it dry and I want the material not to be soaking wet, because that Bankline will trap moisture and I don't want to put that in my pocket and let it sit all the time. So I'm using my spare lighter, literally the same exact lighter I just used. The only difference is there's no tag on this one. That's it. But it works. The striker's good on it. There's no child safety on it. So we're just gonna dump it in here, get a bit closer, and show you that it's actually in water. So as you can see right there, the lighter is in water, it is submerged, and it is just soaking. So I'm not gonna have any breaks, so I'm going to pick this up like this, zoom out. Hopefully this won't be too annoying for you, but I'm gonna come over here. Whoops, gotta reposition the camera. Okay, no brakes, as you can see. I'm taking my lighter out. It is wet, water, wet. The first thing you want to do is you want to shake those big water droplets that are in there out. So literally, just shake it. I don't know if you can see, but there is water coming out of it. Just shake it really good. Just like that, okay? So your lighter has been soaking in water. You just got the big droplets out of it by doing that. And now you just want to blow into the part where the flame comes out. You just want to blow really hard, just a couple times. All that's doing is just blowing the moisture out of that hole we have right there. So now the reason why you want to take the child safety off of here is because you can see, whoops, you can see that roll right there. It's damp. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shirt, I'm gonna rub it a little bit on that striker. And what that, oh, you just saw a spark? See? Now it should just come right up. Perfect. Just like that. Lighter works. So again, let's dip it in the water. It's in the water. No brake. There's no brake on this. Sorry if it's annoying. But you see, big water doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Okay? Take it. Shake out the big water droplets. Shake it really good. Blow into it a couple times. Okay? Take your shirt or a cloth of some sort. Rub it on that thing, that flint, until you see some kind of a spark. It's getting there. Just need to dry it off a little bit more. There it goes. Getting some sparks. There it goes. Just like that, you have flame. So as you see, in an emergency situation, this could come in really handy. It's in your pocket. That means it's going to be dry 90% of the time. Plus, with things in your pocket, it's going to keep it drier when you're walking around in the field. That's why a lot of people take, like say I'm hiking and I find some cattail or some birch bark or maybe some fat wood that's just a little moist yet. I can throw that in my pocket and it will dry it out as I'm hiking and as I'm going to my destination. And then when I get to the destination, I can pull it out, fluff it around. If it has to go back in my pocket, it goes back in my pocket. I get all my stick material to get around to make a fire. I use my lighter, light it up. Or flint. I can use my flint, like my rock, back of my knife, hit, make some sparks, do that type of a thing. Just regular strike flint, do that as well. But this is just very fast, and you can see how easy a lighter is. It just goes. Your fire's with you at this point. It's not trying to monkey with it, get a fire started. It is here. So now you saw how easy it is to dry it out, how to turn a lighter into more options with you. Multiple purpose gear is what I like to preach on this YouTube channel and this for you. So multi-purpose gear, always think ahead. Think, okay, I'm heading out in the woods today. I have my lighter with me. I'm going to bring my extra material like my first aid kit. But in case something happens, I have duct tape with me. I have a little bit of string with me, and I know I can make a fire. Just keep that in mind. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it wasn't too fast or too boring for you. I showed you the basics, how to take a wet lighter, make it work. I showed you it twice. Less than 5 minutes both times it took me to get this lighter going. As you saw, no breaks in the film. I also showed you how to take material, wrap the lighter up, use that material, and how it works. So I hope you enjoy. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more tips and tricks that you can use with modern tools, please let me know in the comments below. I would gladly do those videos for you. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a hike. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. All right, peeps, you ready to go?
Howdy, buddy.